You see this trade right here, a lot of people are going to die to get setups like this, and you're going to be surprised. Now, first of all, I only got just one trade inside this 3, right? I got just this one right here. I didn't get this one because obviously I wasn't around that time. This time I was sleeping, right? This was meant to be the major trade because you can see right here on Euro USD, sorry, on GBP USD, we've been bullish for a very, very long time. We've been bullish, making higher highs, higher lows, breaking structures to the upside, right? Now, this was the main trade I was meant to get. But I'm going to be giving you the analysis of this one. I may end up giving you the analysis of this one as well. But then just stick around. Now, this trade, just to show you, I took this trade. There's a screenshot on your screen right now. I took this trade and I should have made more from this trade, potentially getting a risk reward of almost 1:15 or more. But there was a reason why I closed around these points right here, and I'm going to share that with you very soon. Now, let me just tell you what this trade is all about. Let me just first give you how this trade came about, what I was looking at for in this trade rather. Now, first of all, we are bullish, correct? We have what? We have a break of structure to the upside. Now, immediately price breaks structure to the upside, right? Price closing above a high is a break of structure, and in an uptrend, we already know a break of structure is a sign that buying pressure is going to continue, right? But not just yet. There's going to be some sort of retracement before that buying pressure actually starts. You know what I'm talking about, all those good stuff. Now, I already know that the point of interest is going to be somewhere down here, right? The point of interest is going to be somewhere at the bottom right there. But I was trying to get a retracement sell. That was what I did. You can see in an uptrend, I'm buying, or in an uptrend, I'm selling rather. So I was trying to get a retracement sell to the downside. Now, how did I do that? After that break of structure, I saw a sign that price is going to start reversing. Like I switched to the lower time frame. I saw a market structure shift in the, I think 3 minutes time frame, right? I saw a market structure shift or like something like this. And then I took a sell to the point of interest where I'm meant to be buying from, right? I took the sell from somewhere like here. And it was a very, very tight stop loss, as you can see right there, around 3 pips stop loss. I knew that I'm not meant to be doing something like this. After a break of structure, price could potentially just continue going all the way to the upside. But, you know, I'm trying to risk a few pips, just 3 pips. 3 pips is nothing. So, and yeah, I was able to make this 1:10, almost 1:10 trade, as you can see on your screen right there, right? I know 29 pips is nothing, but then comparing it to what I was risking, just 3 pips is a lot. That's a risk to reward of 1:9.9. If you risk $100, you're making $1,000 from that, right? So I made a total of, I'm not going to be sharing that. So let's see why I missed this trade. Well, I said the reason why I missed this buy to the upside was because I was sleeping. Now let's see the potential. Let me just show you whatever I said or whatever I explained right at the top right here. Let me show you everything on the candlesticks right here. Now, the reason why I use this as my break of structure, I'm not going to be sharing with you. If you're interested in learning how I trade, just send me a DM so I can show you how I trade. The reason why I share this as my break of structure, I know a lot of traders or a lot of strategists are going to tell you that this is a break of structure, something like this. A lot of strategists are going to tell you that this is where you start marking your break of structure from. If price goes above this level, then it's a break of structure. Now, telling you that's wrong. Well, I don't know about you, but for me, that's wrong. The way I trade is different from every other trader out there. I'm different, right? So yeah. Now we got this break of structure. I switched to like I said, I switched to 3 minutes time frame. Let me do the bar replay real quick. So immediately we got that break of structure, switch to the 3 minutes time frame. Yeah, you can see right there, all the lines and everything I use are just being marked right there. And you might be surprised, what was I marking as my market structure shift? You're going to see that right now. So I think a close below here is my market structure shift, 2 candles close below that level. Also, why I'm using 2 candle close, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you that. That's on you. I don't care. Well, you want to learn how I trade? Like I said, send me a DM. That's just it. All right. So now, immediately I got 2 candles closing below here. You can see this is the first candle and then the second candle. I was like, okay, that's my market structure shifts. Again, it only makes sense to me. If you want it to make sense to you, you know what to do. Now, this is the other block right there for me. This is my other block. Right, this is the last bullish candle before all of this movement to the downside. And some other reasons, if I switch to the lower time frame, I'm going to be giving you more explanation as to why I'm using this as my entry. But then see what happened. So immediately we got tapped in, and immediately I got tapped in. I think from there on it was history, right? I'm also going to tell you why. Let's just leave that one there. Let me show you why I marked this level as my point of interest, where I wanted to buy from, or why I use that level as my take profits level. Now, looking at the 15 minutes time frame, we already know price is in an uptrend, right? And we know in an uptrend, it has to do with impulsive correction, impulsive, right? So now we all agree that in that correctional move is a tiny downtrend. That's in an uptrend, right? We're in an uptrend, but then there's always going to be a correctional move to the downside. And that correctional move is going to be a tiny downtrend, right? Before the uptrend is going to continue its movement. Now, we've been bearish to the downside. Price is giving us this downtrend, 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 downtrend. Where did that bullish movement start from? Like, because where did the impulsive move start from? So somewhere like here. I think we got a market structure shift somewhere around this level right here. Right, we got a market structure shift somewhere around this level right here. I don't really have time to go deep into all of this, but I think we got a market structure shift somewhere around here. We got that market structure shift. My entry is supposed to be around here, but then price did not come back for that entry. Price did not come back. And also, we tapped into a point of interest right here because at least there was a little break of structure in the 1 hour time frame right here, and that was why this line is marked here. This is the point of interest that caused that, but because price was tapping, or because price was reacting with another external liquidity at the top, that's why this line is marked right here. Because price is reacting with another external liquidity, that might be strong enough to push price below this level. Some of you might say, why don't I just buy immediately price gets to this point of interest, since I know that's the point of interest. Now, price is reacting with some other point of interest at the top, or some other zone at the top. It's not safe for you to just enter immediately price gets into this one, because price might just disrespect and keep going down. So what I did was I waited for price to tap into it and give me a sign that is going to respect it, and that sign is a market structure shift. So when I got this market structure, you can see that this level will remain untapped. I was waiting for a retracement in here, but price did not give me that retracement. But then when we broke structure to the upside in the 1 hour, I knew price was going to come down here. So when I saw a shift in structure in the lower time frame, I took the sell and I slept off. Actually, I slept off. And then look at what happened. Price came all the way, hit my take profits, even went below. And that was why I did not even put a buy limit order around there, because there's always this thing price can do. When you have a particular point of interest, price could just pierce below your point of interest and keep going down. Sometimes it might respect your point of interest, but then it's just going to go all the way down, seek liquidity, shift structure again, and all those moves can mess with your psychology. So when I woke up, that was when I did an analysis of how I would have taken this trade. That was why this buy trade was here. It's not because I took the trade, but because I was trading how I would have taken the trade if I was awake to take the trade. But I was happy I took this retracement trade. If not, I wouldn't have taken any trade today, right? So I think there was some sort of market structure shift around this level, a little bit of consolidation, and then we got a market structure shift. But we can just see price breaking above the consolidation. For the sake of analysis, I don't want to really go deep into this. After the break of the consolidation, I think in the 5 minutes time frame, we can see another block. Yeah, this other block right here. I think I even got it from the 3 minutes time frame. I even switched the 3 minute time frame to even get it from a more precise other block. So then price retraced into this level, tap into this level, and then from there we started pushing all the way to the upside. Now, price actually respected this point of interest to marked at the downside right here. Sorry, price actually respected this point of interest to mark at the downside, but it went below it before actually respecting it. He had to shift structure. He had to correct his movement again, because it takes a lot sometimes for price to correct from bearish to bullish. So imagine I had taken a buy immediately, price got to this point of interest, and something that happened right here happened. I would have hit my stop loss, right? So that's why sometimes it's luck. Sometimes you might just get it right. Sometimes it might just mess you up, something like that. So yeah, it is what it is. This is the trade I gave you the analysis for. I also gave you the analysis of how you could take something like this, right? So most of the time, if you have a point of interest, if price is not reacting from another point of interest or another zone, you can take your trade immediately, get to that point of interest. But if you see price going all the way up, reacting with another zone, and that zone is pushing it down, it's safe to wait for price to shift structure in a lower time frame, so you can be sure that price is going to respect that level and keep going in your direction. So yeah, I think that's all for today. That's all. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Any video ideas, anything, just if you're interested in signals, mentorship, all those good stuff, just hit me on my Telegram channel, and I'll be ready to get you started, right? Peace.